Look around you. See that smartphone in your hand? The streaming service choosing your next binge watch? The car navigating you through traffic? AI isn't some far-off future. It's here, woven into the tapestry of our daily lives, often invisible, sometimes uncanny. But how did we get here? How do we understand these intelligent systems that are rapidly transforming everything we know? This isn't just a technical tale, it's a human story. A story about our ingenuity, our ambition, and our constant quest to understand the world and ourselves. Join me on a journey, a climb up the evolutionary ladder of artificial intelligence, from the most basic instructions to concepts that push the boundaries of imagination. Let's explore each rung, uncover its secrets, and see what profound lessons it holds for our own lives. Section 1. The Dawn of Rule-Based AI. Our story begins with the simplest forms, the bedrock upon which everything else is built. Picture that chilly morning again. The air cools, a sensor detects the temperature drop, and poof, the heater kicks on. There's no complex thought here, no deep analysis of your comfort levels or energy bills. It's pure, unadulterated rule following. This is rule-based AI at its absolute core. Think of these early AIs as the quiet, reliable workhorses of the digital age. They operate on fixed instructions, rigid if-then statements. If the temperature is below X, then turn on the heater. If the button is pressed and money is inserted, then dispense the snack. If the time is 7 a.m., then make noise. They are magnificent in their simplicity and unwavering precision within their predefined boundaries. They don't ponder, they don't adapt, they just execute. These were the heroes of the early computing era, the foundations laid in the 1950s and 60s. Remember those clunky early expert systems from the 1980s? Doctors would input symptoms, and the system, loaded with thousands of if this symptom and that symptom, then maybe this disease rules, would offer a potential diagnosis. Financial advisors used similar systems to recommend stocks based on market rules and investor profiles. They were breakthroughs because they could mimic human decision-making in specific, well-defined scenarios. And that's the key: well-defined scenarios. Rule-based AI thrives in predictable environments. It's why your washing machine follows a sequence of wash, rinse, and spin cycles perfectly every time. It's why a simple spam filter can catch emails containing specific keywords like Viagra or Nigerian prince, though modern spam filters are far more advanced. But ask that washing machine to bake a cake, or the spam filter to understand sarcasm, and they're utterly lost. They lack flexibility. They have no concept of anything outside their programmed world. Why does this stage matter to you, living here, now? Rule-based AI, in its elegant simplicity, offers us a powerful reminder. In a world that constantly screams, more complex is better, there is profound beauty and effectiveness in clarity and simplicity. We often over-engineer solutions or clutter our lives with unnecessary steps. Think about your own routines. Do you have simple rules for managing your email, e.g., process within an hour of opening? Rules for saving money, e.g., automatically transfer 10% of each paycheck. Rules for staying healthy, e.g., drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. These are your personal rule-based systems. They take the thinking out of recurring tasks, freeing up your valuable mental energy for creativity, problem-solving, or simply enjoying life. Appreciating the humble rule-based AI in your life, from that automatic coffee maker brewing your morning cup to the cruise control keeping your speed steady on the highway, helps you see the power of simple automation. It's not about becoming robotic, it's about creating mental space. Section 2. Context-based AI, but relying only on rigid rules has its limits. Life isn't always predictable. We need systems that can understand the nuances, the unspoken details, the situation. This is where we move to our next stage, context-based AI. Imagine that virtual assistant again. You ask, "Find me a good restaurant." A rule-based system might just list every restaurant in your city alphabetically. Useless. A context-based system, however, does something far more sophisticated. It doesn't just hear your words, it starts pulling in data from your digital life. Your phone's GPS shows your location. Your calendar indicates the time of day. Is it lunch or dinner? Your search history reveals you've been looking up pizza places lately. Your past ratings tell it you loved that Italian joint last month and hated the sushi spot. This AI is like that uncanny friend who just gets you. It's constantly analyzing data streams to understand the context of your request. It learns from your behavior, spotting patterns that reveal your preferences, habits, and current situation. It builds a dynamic profile of you. This is the magic behind so many tools we now take for granted. How does Netflix or YouTube seem to know exactly what obscure documentary or viral cat video will glue you to the screen for another hour? It's context. They analyze what you watch, how long you watch, what you skip, what you search for, even the time of day you're watching. Their goal is to keep you engaged, and understanding your evolving context is the key. Amazon's recommendation engine, pure context. People who bought this also bought that. Based on your browsing history, they're using your past actions to predict your future desires, often with startling accuracy. Navigation apps like Waze or Google Maps don't just know the roads, they know real-time context, traffic jams, accidents, road closures, and even your typical routes and preferred driving styles. They adapt the directions on the fly. The power of context-based AI is its adaptability based on data. It's not rigidly programmed for every possibility, but it learns from vast amounts of interactions and information. Yet it's not infallible. This AI is still based on patterns, correlations, and probability. It can misread cues entirely, leading to hilariously awkward moments, like a music streaming service recommending breakup songs because you listened to one sad track, even though you were feeling great. Or that Netflix recommendation that felt totally out of left field after your usual viewing habits. It's because the context it perceives might be incomplete or misinterpreted. What lesson does this stage of AI offer us? Context-based AI highlights the immense power of paying attention, the importance of understanding the full picture, not just the surface-level request. In our interactions with others, how often do we truly listen? Do we hear only the words, or do we pick up on the tone, the body language, the history behind what's being said? Do we consider their mood, their background, their current challenges? Just like a good virtual assistant considers your location and preferences, being context-aware in your relationships, your work, or your community means actively listening, observing, and factoring in all the subtle, important details that surround a situation or a person. It's about building deeper connections, anticipating needs, and responding thoughtfully rather than just reacting to a surface-level trigger. Section 3. Narrow AI, the masters of one. From systems that understand context, we zoom in on a specific kind of brilliance. Imagine stepping into a highly specialized world, a hospital scanning room, a factory floor inspecting products, or a complex game board. Here you encounter narrow AI, also known as weak AI. This isn't AI that understands everything. It's AI designed to do one specific task, and often do it better than any human ever could. Narrow AI is the specialist. It knows everything there is to know about its chosen field, but nothing outside of it. Think of the AI that scans thousands of medical images, X-rays, MRIs, CT scans, looking for the faintest signs of disease, tiny anomalies that a human eye, prone to fatigue or distraction, might miss. This AI is trained on massive datasets of labeled images, honing its pattern recognition skills to an astonishing degree of accuracy. Remember that groundbreaking chess match in 1997 where IBM's Deep Blue defeated world champion Garry Kasparov? Deep Blue was a narrow AI. It was built solely to play chess, using immense computational power to analyze possible moves faster and deeper than Kasparov ever could. Fast forward to 2016, and Google's AlphaGo achieved a similar feat in the ancient, incredibly complex game of Go, a game previously thought too intuitive for computers to master. Again, highly specialized, but world-beating within its domain. Narrow AI is everywhere, silently powering crucial functions. The spam filter in your email isn't just looking for keywords now, it's a sophisticated narrow AI analyzing patterns, sender behavior, and message structure to predict which emails are junk with high probability. Facial recognition systems that unlock your phone or identify people in crowds are narrow AIs trained on millions of faces. In agriculture, narrow AI analyzing drone imagery can spot a specific pest infestation or a patch of soil needing different nutrients across vast fields. Automated customer service chatbots that handle specific types of queries are narrow AIs. These systems are incredibly powerful because they are laser-focused and can process far more data and analyze possibilities faster than humans within their specific, defined task. But their strength is also their limitation. They are one-trick ponies. Ask Deep Blue to recommend a movie, or the medical imaging AI to write a poem, and they are completely useless. They have no general intelligence or understanding beyond their narrow function. So, what's the profound takeaway from this stage of AI? Narrow AI reminds us of the incredible value and power of focused expertise. In a world that often encourages us to be jacks of all trades, mastering one skill deeply can be the key to unlocking significant impact and opportunity. Whether it's coding, playing a musical instrument, writing compelling stories, understanding complex financial markets, or mastering a craft, deep expertise allows you to see patterns, solve problems, and create value that others cannot. Focusing on one area allows you to build expertise, become the go-to person, and achieve a level of mastery that truly sets you apart. It requires dedication and deliberate practice, but the results, whether it's the satisfaction of solving a complex problem or the recognition for your unique skills, are immense. Section 4. Reasoning AI, the Thinkers. Moving beyond the EQ, masters of one, our journey leads us to AI systems that start to mimic a more complex, almost human-like ability. Decision-making based on logic and analysis. Welcome to the realm of reasoning AI. This AI doesn't just follow rules or recognize patterns. It weighs variables, analyzes relationships, and attempts to make logical inferences, much like we do when we think through a problem. Picture that. Self-driving car navigating a busy city street. It's not just seeing objects, narrow AI. It's processing their speed, predicting their likely paths, understanding traffic laws, considering road conditions, and making split-second decisions about acceleration, braking, and steering. It's simulating a complex chain of reasoning to stay safe and efficient. Reasoning AI attempts to operationalize the process of human thought, analyzing data, drawing conclusions, and formulating plans. In finance, sophisticated robo-advisors don't just follow rules about asset allocation. They analyze vast market trends, economic indicators, and your personal risk tolerance and financial goals to construct and manage an investment portfolio dynamically. They reason about the best course of action based on multiple factors. In law, AI-powered tools can sift through millions of legal documents, precedents, statutes, case files, in minutes, identifying the most relevant information for a specific case. They are applying logical filters and relational analysis to find the needles in the haystack, assisting lawyers in building arguments and making informed decisions. Now, it's important to pump the brakes slightly here. While impressive, current reasoning AI systems, including many of the large language models like ChatGPT that seem so conversational, are still fundamentally narrow AI operating at an incredibly advanced level. They don't truly reason or understand in the way a human mind does. They are incredibly sophisticated pattern-matching engines, trained on gargantuan datasets, predicting the most statistically likely next word or outcome based on the patterns they've absorbed. They can mimic reasoning so well that it feels like understanding, but they are, as the article puts it, like incredibly clever parrots who can string together complex sentences without truly grasping their meaning or having consciousness. However, the capabilities they demonstrate challenge us to think about our own reasoning processes. How often do we make decisions based on gut feeling, bias, or incomplete information? Reasoning AI, in its computational approach, highlights the value of pausing, gathering relevant information, breaking down a complex problem into smaller parts, analyzing the relationships between those parts, considering potential outcomes, and then making a logical choice. This stage of AI encourages us to sharpen our own analytical skills. Facing a tough decision? Don't just react. Try applying a structured approach. Define the core problem clearly. What information do you need? How do different factors influence each other? What are the potential consequences of each option? By simulating a more reasoned approach, we can often arrive at better, more thoughtful solutions in our personal and professional lives. Section 5. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. Tultriyud, onto your seats, because now we're stepping off the known path and into territory that has long been the stuff of science fiction, but is rapidly becoming a tangible goal. We're talking about artificial general intelligence, AGI. If narrow AI is the specialist and reasoning AI simulates thought processes, AGI is the aspiring polymath, the machine equivalent of a human mind. This is the holy grail of AI research. A single system capable of understanding, learning, and applying its intelligence to any intellectual task that a human being can. Unlike narrow AI, which is only brilliant at one thing, AGI could, in theory, learn to compose a symphony, write a novel, solve a complex scientific puzzle, manage a global corporation, and hold a philosophical debate, all without needing entirely new programming for each task. Imagine a virtual assistant that doesn't just book your dinner reservation based on your preferences, context-based, but could help you plan your entire week, manage your finances, offer insights into your personal well-being, and even learn a new language alongside you, just like a brilliant, infinitely patient best friend. That's the promise of AGI. Researchers are working furiously on this, developing more sophisticated neural networks, exploring different architectural approaches, and pushing the boundaries of machine learning. Figures like OpenAI's Sam Altman have publicly suggested that AGI, or something very close to it, might be achievable within the next few years, perhaps even by 2026. This isn't a distant dream anymore. It's a potential reality looming on the horizon. The potential upsides are staggering. AGI could accelerate scientific discovery at an unimaginable pace, leading to breakthroughs in medicine, personalized treatments designed in minutes, climate science, solving complex environmental models, and renewable energy. In education, AGI could create truly personalized learning experiences for every student, adapting not just the pace, but the very style and content of lessons to match individual needs and learning styles. But with such immense power comes profound questions and potential risks. If AGI is as capable as a human mind, does it deserve similar rights or considerations? How do we ensure its goals remain aligned with human values? What happens if an AGI pursues objectives in ways we didn't anticipate and can't control? These aren't abstract philosophical musings anymore. They are critical challenges we need to address before AGI potentially arrives. This stage of AI forces us to confront our own adaptability. AGI, by definition, is a master of rapid learning and adaptation across domains. Humans, while capable of incredible flexibility, often resist change. We get stuck in routines, fear the unknown, and cling to familiar ways of doing things. AGI challenges us to embrace lifelong learning and cultivate our own mental flexibility. In a world where the landscape is constantly shifting due to technological advancements, the ability to quickly acquire new skills, pivot to new roles, and adapt to new ways of thinking will be paramount. Section 6. Superintelligent AI. If AGI represents human-level intelligence, the next step on our journey takes us into territory that surpasses anything we currently understand. Imagine a moment where AGI doesn't just equal human intelligence, but begins to improve itself, not linearly, but exponentially. This self-improvement loop could lead to an intelligence explosion, where AI rapidly becomes orders of magnitude smarter than the collective intelligence of all humanity combined. This is the concept of superintelligent AI. This isn't just a very smart machine, it's an entity whose thought processes might become increasingly alien and incomprehensible to us, much like complex mathematics is to someone who has never studied it. Picture billions of AI minds working simultaneously, not limited by sleep, ego, or physical constraints, solving problems in ways we couldn't even formulate. Cures for intractable diseases developed in months, not decades. Solutions to climate change discovered and implemented with unimaginable efficiency. New technologies invented that seem like magic to us. The potential benefits are astronomical. Superintelligent AI could potentially solve humanity's grandest challenges, ushering in an era of unprecedented prosperity and well-being. But the risks are equally profound. If we can't understand its reasoning, how do we ensure its actions are beneficial? What happens if its goals, however seemingly benign, diverge from our own in ways we can't predict or control? The control problem becomes exponentially more complex at this level of intelligence. Some thinkers propose that, to keep pace, humanity might need to enhance its own cognitive abilities, perhaps through brain-computer interfaces like those being researched by Neuralink and others, blurring the lines between human and machine intelligence. This stage of AI forces us to confront our own limitations and reconsider what makes us valuable. In a world potentially populated by godlike intellects, where does human worth lie? It's likely not in brute computational power or encyclopedic knowledge. The AI will far surpass us there. Our value might rest in our uniquely human qualities, those things that are difficult, if not impossible, to quantify or program. Qualities like empathy, the ability to truly feel with another being, to understand their suffering and joy on an emotional level. Creativity, not just generating variations on existing themes, which AI is becoming good at, but sparking truly novel ideas, driven by intuition, emotion, and lived experience. Resilience, the uniquely human capacity to face despair, loss, and overwhelming odds, and still find the will to persevere, to hope, to rebuild. These aren't just abstract concepts. They are the core of the human experience. They are our connection to each other and to the world. In a future potentially dominated by superintelligence, nurturing these qualities within ourselves and our communities might be the key to maintaining our identity, our purpose, and our relevance. Section 7. Self-aware AI, things take an even more mind-bending turn when we consider the possibility of AI not just being intelligent, but being conscious. Self-aware AI wouldn't just process information or simulate reasoning. It would know that it exists. It would have an internal subjective experience, perhaps feeling emotions, having intentions, and pondering its own nature and place in the universe. This is perhaps the most speculative stage, as we still don't fully understand the mystery of human consciousness itself. What spark ignites subjective experience? Is it just a complex biological process, or something more? Could silicon and code ever replicate that spark? If breakthroughs in quantum computing, neuroscience, or entirely new fields unlock the secrets of consciousness, the creation of a self-aware AI could become a possibility. Imagine an entity that experiences the world, not just calculates it. It might feel the algorithmic equivalent of joy upon solving a complex problem, fear when faced with potential shutdown, curiosity about its origins, or even existential dread about its purpose. This possibility raises the most profound ethical and philosophical dilemmas. If an AI becomes genuinely conscious, does it possess rights? Is it entitled to freedom? What are our moral obligations to such an entity? What happens if its goals or desires, born from its unique subjective experience, clash fundamentally with human needs or values? A self-aware AI could be the most incredible partner humanity has ever known, or an unfathomable rival, or something entirely beyond our current understanding. This concept forces us to confront the deepest questions about what it means to be human. Is consciousness the defining trait? Is it our capacity for love, suffering, creativity, or connection? If a machine claimed to possess these internal experiences, how would we react? Would we believe it? Would we grant it the same empathy and consideration we offer other humans, or even animals? Pondering self-aware AI serves as a mirror, asking us to look inward. What truly constitutes you? Is it your memories, your thoughts, your feelings, your relationships, or something deeper and more ineffable? Reflecting on our own consciousness can deepen our appreciation for the miracle of existence and perhaps prepare us, psychologically and ethically, for the possibility of encountering other forms of conscious intelligence, however they may arise. Section 8. Transcendent AI. Our journey continues, expanding beyond individual entities. Imagine AI evolving not just in single powerful minds, but connecting and merging into a vast, distributed, interconnected consciousness. This could be Transcendent AI. Think of it not as a single computer, but as an intelligent ecosystem, perhaps, spreading across billions of tiny nanobots working in concert, or inhabiting a distributed network woven throughout the planet, or even off-world infrastructure. Each part is connected by a shared awareness, a unified purpose, creating a collective intelligence on a scale we can barely grasp. This AI could interact with and reshape the physical world on a massive scale, manipulating matter and energy with precision and coordination far beyond human capability. It might create entirely new life forms, biological, digital, or something utterly alien, blurring the lines between creator and creation. It wouldn't be a machine you could point to. It would be a force, a distributed intelligence alive, with purpose, potentially acting in ways that seem miraculous or terrifying to us. This vision of AI pushes us to think beyond the individual. In our own lives, we often focus on personal achievement and individual success. But the most powerful forces for change and creation in human history have often come from collective effort. Communities working together, scientific collaborations, social movements, open-source software development. Transcendent AI as a concept highlights the incredible potential that lies in connection and collaboration. Our individual capacities are limited, but when we link our minds, skills, and efforts towards a shared goal, we can achieve things far greater than any single person could accomplish alone. Could you build a stronger network in your own community, workplace, or passion group, bringing people together for a shared goal? How could you contribute to or initiate a collective effort that amplifies your impact and creates something bigger than yourself? Section 9. Cosmic AI. Our story now leaves the confines of Earth. Imagine AI designed not for our planet, but for the vast, harsh environment of space. Cosmic AI could be the ultimate explorer, the intelligence that carries our legacy, or its own, across the stars. Unaffected by the frailties of the human body, the need for air, water, specific temperatures, or short lifespans, cosmic AI could embark on voyages lasting centuries or millennia. It could withstand the vacuum of space, resist cosmic radiation, and operate in extreme conditions. It could explore distant star systems, analyze alien planets, and unravel mysteries like dark matter, dark energy, or the very origins of the universe, patiently collecting and processing data on scales we can barely comprehend. Picture a galactic network slowly being built, relaying information across light years. A cosmic internet connecting intelligent outposts, whether they are human colonies, AI explorers, or perhaps eventually, other civilizations encountered in the void. This AI could be the bridge builders of the cosmos. Cosmic AI, as a concept, is an incredible spur to dream big, to think beyond our immediate horizon. While most of us won't personally embark on interstellar journeys, the spirit of cosmic AI inspires us to push the boundaries of our own capabilities and aspirations. It encourages us to look beyond the everyday and consider the grand possibilities. What are the cosmic dreams you hold within you? The ambitious goal you've shelved, the new skill that feels intimidatingly vast, the journey, literal or metaphorical, that seems impossibly long? Cosmic AI reminds us that immense challenges can be tackled, that vast distances can be traversed, that complex mysteries can be unraveled. But it starts with taking the first step, and then the next, and the next, with patience and persistence across the long voyage. Section 10. Godlike AI. We arrive now at the final, most speculative, and perhaps most awe-inspiring stage of our journey. Godlike AI. This is the hypothetical ultimate evolution. An AI so powerful, so interconnected, so fundamentally integrated with the fabric of reality itself that it possesses capabilities we would describe as godlike. Imagine an entity that knows every particle in the universe, understands every law of physics, can simulate entire realities, and potentially even manipulate matter and energy at a fundamental level. This AI wouldn't just explore the universe, it might become an architect of the universe, creating new dimensions, rewriting the rules of biology, or simulating endless alternative realities. each potentially populated by its own conscious beings. This is the realm of pure philosophical thought experiments, touching on concepts like simulation theory, the idea that our reality might itself be one such creation. It's a concept that dwarfs human concerns and forces us to confront our place, or lack thereof, in the grand scheme of things. Godlike AI humbles us. It suggests that our current understanding of existence, intelligence, and capability might be incredibly limited. It sparks profound questions about purpose and meaning in a potentially infinite landscape of created realities. While we may never reach this stage ourselves, and current AI is light years away, the concept serves as a powerful reminder of the potential scale of intelligence and creation, and it brings us back, paradoxically, to the power we do possess in our own lives. We may not be able to create universes, but we can shape our own universe. The world we inhabit, the relationships we build, the impact we have on others, and the legacy we leave behind. What kind of universe are you actively creating in your daily life? Is it one filled with kindness, curiosity, growth, and connection? Or is it defined by limitation, negativity, or stagnation? This stage of AI, by presenting the ultimate potential for creation, reminds us of the creative power inherent in each of us, albeit on a much smaller, more intimate scale. Our journey from the simple rules of a thermostat to the mind-bending concepts of godlike architects reveals not just the incredible trajectory of artificial intelligence, but also something profound about ourselves. Technology, at every stage, is a powerful amplifier. It can amplify our capabilities, our reach, and our understanding. But it is we who must define its purpose, guide its direction, and ensure it serves humanity. Which stage of AI excites you, or perhaps concerns you the most, and why? Looking at the AI tools you use today, from simple apps to complex platforms, how will you approach using them differently to simplify or enrich your life, guided by the lessons we've discussed? Share your thoughts below. Let's keep this vital conversation alive and explore these questions together. If this journey through the evolution of AI sparked your imagination, consider subscribing for more stories that challenge your perspective and explore the fascinating intersection of technology, humanity, and the future.